Hylink is coming to Paris with a big bang, sponsoring the Salon du Luxe or being a co-partner of the Salon du Luxe. Could you tell us what gives you the courage to do this and what you're planning to do in France?
Okay. Well, first of all, we're not challenging the big agencies. I would like to say we're working together with them. I would like to say more of a strategic partnership that we would like to strike up with the big network agencies as we do with them in China. What gave us the courage to come to Paris? Well, Hylink has been around for 30 years. We were founded in 1994, and we have grown into to be one of the largest. It is the largest by ranking in terms of revenue in China of an independent digital agency. So we have built up a good foundation, great roster of clients, and our international expansion started a few years ago with offices in US, in Los Angeles, in New York, in Japan, in Korea. For Europe, we also opened up our London office 2 years ago, so this is not a new thing for us. We're very pragmatic, step-by-step type of approach. So the courage comes from having the experience, having a pragmatic approach, little wins at a time, not too greedy, not overly ambitious, and so it's more of a confidence rather than courage, I would say. Yes.
What are you planning to offer to the clients here? What do you think you can offer to the French luxury brands that they haven't been able to do already?
Well, most of the French big luxury brands have been in the Chinese market for some time, and they have a very strong local presence, built up a very good team locally, and have learned a lot about the local culture, media landscape, etc. So I would say they are already doing quite well, except China has become such an important aspect because of the market share. You know, as you know, the Chinese consumer has already taken up 30% of the global luxury spend, and that's only going to increase. We have data from, for example, Boston Consulting Group saying that by 2025 it will be nearly 50, so 46 to 50% of the global luxury consumption will be by Chinese nationals. So it's a big challenge, and for most luxury groups, they have to change the way of thinking. It's no longer enough just to have a strong local presence or local team to handle the local market, but they need to integrate China into their headquarters overall planning, global strategy, because it impacts their product development, impacts their whole revenue, commercialization, digital strategy, everything. The whole communication, it's too big for them to just handle it remotely as if it's an emerging market. So because of that, we think an agency like Hylink have a lot to offer to them. We have obviously a very deep local knowledge. That's something that the international network, despite of their sophistication, their large scale, and their great local team, does not have, or at least not to our level. We were born and raised in China. We have the closest relationship with all the media in China. We are much more in tune with the Chinese pulse, as you could call it that. So to have that level of deep knowledge for the luxury brands is going to be essential if they want to compete going forward. The market is changing very rapidly. If they don't have someone close to them here, close to them to their headquarters here in Europe, then it might be difficult to take decisions that are quick, instead of being reactive when the news come from the China markets, sometimes it's too slow or too late, etc. So to have that level of close knowledge through our strategic consultancy services. That's one thing. And second thing is that because of our relationship in China with the leading media, digital media, we're able to offer them services, special promotion deals that are difficult to compete by the other network agencies.
I notice you're also able to offer them a whole list of influencers, and is that also one of the reasons that you managed to attract some of the top, let's say, cosmetic brands from Estée Lauder through to La Mer, all the Estée Lauder brands, Bobbi Brown, including Chanel? Is that because of the influencers, or is that because of your connections with digital platforms and what you're able to innovate on those platforms?
I would say of everything, influencer is definitely one piece of the puzzle. Influencer marketing is becoming sort of a de facto way of promotion and communication in China. It has paramount importance in today's consumer market. Fortunately or unfortunately, all the consumers look up to influencers to understand the brand, to build a relationship with the brand, and to the ultimate decision point to make a purchase. So we historically always had very close relationship with influencers, and today we actually we're building a unit that's serving as the agent for them because of our really close relationship with them, not only online but also television and movie stars. And this allows us to provide sort of a first-hand influencer management and selection and campaign management services to our clients. Now, besides influencers, there are many other factors, many other elements to a successful campaign that allows to attract big clients like Chanel, La Mer, Estée Lauder. There's anything between our ability to do great media planning for them because of our understanding of all different channels of digital marketing, as well as our creativity. We're known to be a very creative agency. We have won many, many awards in China. And also I mentioned that our relationship with the media. Last but not least, our technology capability. We have in the group many units that are focused on analyzing big data that allow us to provide the very advanced insights to our clients, looking forward to the future. By analyzing the data of today, we can project based on life scenario what our behavior could be like, etc. So these are all value adding to our clients and allow us to continue to win big accounts and provide, I would say, great services.
You also arrange your own award ceremonies for certain people? Or?
Yes, we have a unit called High Fashion. High Fashion every year organized, this year will be the 5th edition. One of the largest, I would say, conference summit in China that's focused on the luxury fashion sector. It's called the High Fashion Digital Festival, which takes place around the end of the year this year. In the past, we have invited really global, top-notch VIPs like Karl Lagerfeld back in 2016, and in 2018 we have invited Marc Jacobs to be the keynote speakers. And one of the objectives for this fashion festival is giving out prizes. In collaboration with Sina and Baidu, we have analyzed the data for luxury and fashion brands in China in terms of their performance in the digital world. So anywhere from search volume to their sentiments on the social media to the level of interactions that they have with their fans, all the way to their campaign visibility and impact, etc. There's many degrees or many factors we looked at in terms of data, and we collect them and we put them together, and we give a scoring and rank all the brands that are in China, and the top brands we give them out awards. And this event is designed to be like an award ceremony for these brands who are doing exceptional in China.
Okay, great. And is that something you may start to do with the Salon du Luxe in France, is to start offering some awards, or?
Well, Salon du Luxe this year we've chosen them as our launch partner. I didn't comment earlier. Yes, we've chosen Salon du Luxe this year for our launch in France because French market, as seductive as it is quite complex, and we don't want to pretend that we can do this alone. We don't want to pretend that we want to improvise, and that's not the right approach. So a local partnership is essential for the launch and for going forward to develop further. We have chosen Salon du Luxe because we felt that it was the right partner because they're focused on the luxury and fashion sector, which is also our focus. We share the same DNA, young, dynamic, digital native, and also very forward-looking. These are the qualities we're looking for in a partner, which they all have. It's a great fit. So we're happy to have them help us for the launch. For the Salon du Luxe this year, we're the biggest sponsor, we're the diamond sponsor, but we're also like a partner, a real partner. This is put together in a collaborative effort. Going forward, yes, we're discussing many other ways to work together with their parent company, Media School, with their resources of academic institutions and media and everything. There are a lot to do together. We haven't discussed about the award ceremony, but we're also in discussion about making sort of like a two-way conference. In July, there will be the Salon du Luxe, and end of the year, there will be the Digital Fashion Festival, and we can definitely share the idea for the content creation, for the structure of the event, and inviting speaker back and forth and bringing, Hylink will bring the China element to Salon du Luxe, and Salon du Luxe will bring the European and Western elements for Asian Digital Festival.